don't go in the water at all, do you?
Some bad hat, Harry.
I think that I am familiar with the fact that you are going to ignore this particular problem until it swims up and bites you on the ass.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
God damn it, Joel. So hi, welcome to Binge Buddies. The teeth of the sea. Okay, so we all figured out a new trick, except for Ryan, who needs the trick.
Yeah, I need a Hail Mary at this point.
You just feel how proud Joel was of himself.
I was so looking forward to that intro ending. It's a good intro. It's just I felt very happy with myself.
Yeah, I could tell.
You're right.
I knew it.
Yeah.
I'm your host, as always, Brian Dress. With me, as always, Matt, Zombie Dog, Tiger Shark, Dykes. I think I said Tiger Shark last time.
The Tiger Shark. A what?
We also have Joel, Nurse Shark, DeWitt.
A what?
They're teeny tiny sharks.
And we have Ryan.
No camera.
Spinny Dogfish Shark.
Sure.
Yeah.
That can't be a real thing.
God.
Is that the one with the funny jaw?
No, there's Goblin Shark. That's a weird looking jaw.
That's the one.
But Spinny Dogfish. I mean, it's on here. I mean, this is Google. It's all been AI'd to hell, so who knows if it's real or not. No, this looks like a real thing. There's lots and lots of Spinny Dogfish Shark articles.
I don't know if you guys noticed in our messenger chat, they've started linking certain statements to AI summaries.
Lovely.
So I wrote in Jaws 2, and it sent me a link to a summary of what Jaws 2 was.
Oh.
So that's how embedded we are with it now. So that's cool.
It's just everywhere.
Yeah.
I
For
think I have
today's
it turned off then because I don't get that. Thank Christ.
It will. It finds AI finds a way.
That's
Should we redo Terminator again in this modern age and be like, oh, this is just everything that's wrong with?
I mean, it might be a good pick me up, a bit of hope.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, the machines are going to wipe us out. Yes, we deserve it.
We live in the world where AI is going to stupid us to death. That's where we're headed. So.
The interesting thing is, I'm not sure if you guys ever caught onto this, but somebody pointed out to me, and it's very true. For the longest time, AI was the enemy in every single film. And then as AI became very real, suddenly it's not the enemy in any movie. Like the creator is all about how AI deserves life. Like, uh-oh.
That's the act. That's a phase of bargaining, guys.
Yeah,
we haven't gotten to acceptance yet.
Yeah, when the AI uprising happens, the guy who wrote and directed the creator is going look, I like you. No, stop stabbing me with your robot arms.
I gave you your first movie. Come on.
The other side of the internet, you find people coming up with slurs for AI robots.
Oh yeah.
Clanker was the one I heard being floated around recently.
That sounds like something out of Judge Dredd.
I think that's from Electric State. I think they call them clankers in that, but I haven't read that book.
Is that right?
Yeah. And then I heard there's a movie. I never saw the movie. I'm not a huge Chris Pratt guy, but I don't know many people who are these days.
He just is.
He's there.
He was good in Parks and Rec.
He was fine.
That's going way back.
Guardians.
Guardians. He's good in Guardians. So.
He was good and Wanted.
He was in
Never
Wanted?
saw that.
Oh yeah, he's the dickhead friend, isn't he?
That's correct.
Oh yeah.
Huh.
All right. Well, there we go. I guess we are Chris Pratt fans. All right. So here we are. We're going to talk about Jaws 2 for, I'm guessing, 20 minutes.
The TV film.
If we want to respect my time, yeah.
This has eaten enough of my time watching it twice. Jaws 2, it is very high on the list for me of movies that I think are the worst we've watched for this podcast. I hated this. I hated this a lot. My first note though is like they got better underwater cameras, which is true. This was the most expensive movie Universal had ever made when they made it, and I cannot think of a better example of a movie made by committee than this. Like, holy shit! Like you have everything from like it needs to be more violent. It can't be this violent. The shark has to be scarier. You need to build tension like the first one. We want butts. Like every one of those people was in that office. They all got their way, and we got this like nearly 2.5 hour just slog.
Oh, it was 2 hours. It's under 2 hours, but it
No,
feels
it is not.
It is. It's under 2 hours. It feels so
It
much
is.
longer.
Fuck you! It's like 4.5 hours.
Nope, hour and a half, or hour and 50.
I don't believe you. Oh my god!
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
I got to like, it was maybe an hour in or something. I'm like, it's got to be over soon. Like this feels like it's been going for ages. And I just brought up the little thing to like to see the time. I was like, it's only been on for an hour. Oh my god.
Maybe it's the experience of having to deal with kids who check time constantly. But Matt, it's better off if you just don't look at the clock and just wait.
I know, but I felt like it was almost over. I just wanted it to be over, but it kept going and going and going. It's the worst kind of Duracell bunny ever.
The thing is, like, you look this movie up, and the general opinion is like, well, all the Jaws sequels suck, but at least 2 isn't that bad. What the fuck? Like, boo
I
to that
have to
opinion.
agree.
You agree with that one?
Here's the thing, like in rewatching it, I'm like, okay, I know what's gonna be my dead last, but I may have to switch my 2 and 3 after, because I like Jaws 4. It's a lot of fun.
I love 4. We'll get to it next week. I enjoyed the hell out of 3. Stupid as fuck. Really had a good time with it. This
hated 3.
was awful. Awful.
Yeah,
What the problem with Jaws 2 is they tried to put more story in it, and you see more of the shark, but the shark isn't really written into it.
the shark's barely in it.
Yeah,
Like there's maybe 10 minutes of shark in this shark film.
But like, for me, it's not even that. It's that the majority of the movie is like, there's no shark, and it's like, not only is there a shark, it's fucking Freddy Krueger shark with this burned up face. Like, like why is this shark a ninja? Like, why does it hide everything it does? Like, this doesn't. I don't like this movie.
What gets me as well is like the mayor again. Just being like he was before the first shark attack. Like in the first film, you see like almost like a character development of the mayor of when the shark attack actually happens, how traumatized he is, and he's like, "Oh my god, I caused this. This is my fault." Blah 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 blah. And then like 2 comes along, and he's clearly something is going on, and Brody's there going, "It's a shark again," and the man's like, "No, it's not a shark. No, it's not a shark. No, money, Brody. We need to think of the money."
I will say the mayor's a little better than that. I'll give him just a tinge because he does seem like he does seem to have Brody's back to a degree. It's the town council that's shit.
In a deleted scene when they go in and vote, the mayor's the only one who votes no to not fire Brody.
Well, and again. I've said this before. I'm not sure if you remember. Deleted scenes don't count because they're not in the movie.
Yeah.
I've not seen said deleted scene, so to me, mayor, bad.
Yeah, and also, I'm not watching any special features on this fucking movie. I have enough time with it.
Now, if it was in 3D, it's fucking terrible.
I'm back in, man. Like, give me floating arm coming right at me, or very, very slow shark, just very slowly, just gonna poke his nose through a window.
Fish had that
cinema, absolute cinema.
I can't wait for us to talk Jaws 3D, to be honest, because I'm with Brian on this. I had so much fun with it. Like, Charlotte fucking hated it. She hated it every second. She's sitting there next to me, knitting away, just going, "This is awful. This is not even good. This is not even so bad that it's good." I'm like, "Are you joking? This is hilarious. This is so funny."
The fact that the teeth come out and chomp. Great movie. Great movie. Let's talk about this piece of shit for another 10 minutes. It's gonna be a short episode. I can't spend too much time on this. Like it just, I really, really hate it.
Well, that makes
one thing that
Brian.
like one thing I will say that the film does pretty well is Brody's learned from his experiences. So like when they first have, like when they find that whale, he starts thinking about like bite radius. Like, you know, he's sort of learned that kind of stuff from Hooper and Quint and all that kind of stuff. So we see some evolution of the character, but at the same time, he's also like, I mean, he went through all this shit on the Orca, and he's firing his little pistol. Granted, he's turned them into like, you know, poison bullets, but he's firing them into the sea.
Hold on, I had a note in there that says, "Ask Matt if this would work."
Well, no, like there's actually funny, like you bring that up. There is a Mythbusters episode where they actually tackle the whole, does jumping underwater save you from being shot at? Like, you know, the old cliche of like you dive underwater and people shoot into the water and like they're all fine. It actually does. And it's to do with like the angle that the bullets would go in. And what happens is the bullets hit the water and it's basically like hitting brick because they're going so fast.
Sure.
So like, because like the whole thing of like, oh, land in water, it'll cushion you. No, it won't. It's like, it's basically like hitting concrete. And that's basically what happens with the bullets because the bullets are going so fast. They just shred. And they tested it with like a load of bullets to the point where...
Can you put poison in the tip and use candle wax to turn them into poison bullets?
That. You can put poison in like, because he's got hollow points. You could fill it with poison. I don't think wax would be a good thing to hold it because the bullet is going to get heated up.
That's what I thought.
So the wax would probably just melt. But you could do it with like, I've seen some films where they do, they put like a drop of mercury in and then seal it with solder. And no, they seal it with solder, which is metal and stuff. And the idea of that is like you fire it, the mercury gets pushed to the back of the bullet, and then when it impacts, it flies forward, and that's what creates. It's the Day of the Jackal exploding bullet thing. Goes in, it comes through, and then it creates this sort of like massive explosion inside. It's not like a kaboom explosion. It's more like just the energy being like,
gotcha.
Like the bullet comes to a stop, and then it just goes. Boom, and
So there's a possibility Brody's magic poison bullets could have worked had he not been shooting them at a school of bluefish,
or the water, or directly into the water.
Got it.
Because, like I said, on Mythbusters, they even did it with a 50 caliber rifle, and even that just shredded, like immediately the bullet. So, like you can, like if someone's shooting at you, dive into a pool, you'll be fine.
What if you have to come back up out of the pool?
Yeah.
Well, wait till they have to reload first, and then find a gun in the pool. Hopefully,
this is too many steps.
You swim in America too often.
Yeah.
Back to the characterization of Brody, like when he confronts. Sorry, I'm trying to stay on task here.
Task sucks today, though.
You have to take this movie for what it is, and that's just a cash grab.
Can you now take this movie for what it is? Be prepared for that as the theme for next week's conversation.
Yes,
I know.
Please, because next week knows its assignment and nails it. This one did not.
I think the thing is, like with this one, was like nobody wanted to be here. Like Roy Scheider did not want to be in this film at all, and he'd already backed out.
The director didn't even want to be there. He was hired on after because they fired the last one.
He'd backed out of some other film, and like he was then contracted with Universal to make 2 films, and they basically said, "You have to do Jaws 2 then." And he didn't want to do it. Funny story about next week's film. He was worried that they were going to contract him, like use this sort of thing because he still owed them another film to make him do Jaws 3D, and he basically chose, well, I'll be in Blue Thunder, just so I'm working, which actually is a fucking great film. So like the only reason he's in that film and it is actually so good is because he didn't want to do Jaws 3D, which I think is great.
I think he missed out, man. Jaws 3D is phenomenal.
No, Blue Thunder's way better.
Yeah,
so much.
What I was gonna say is when he goes to, the meeting and he's like, "I'm not gonna go through that hell again." Like you feel that Like, but what's unfortunate is this movie feels like a TV movie, and there's more time developing characters than what we got originally in Jaws. And that's where I can see the breakdown. You got, character development, shark attack, character development, shark attack, character development. Now you're just like, oh, do.
I'd argue it's not even character development. It's just a lot of
list. Like it's
it's like a lot of things just kind of happening. It doesn't really develop anything. It's just kind of
the only
events.
person that's developed is Chief Brody. That's it. That's the only person, because it's his resolve that you see get harder and harder.
But like they try to do things with his kids, like they give him like the standard like slasher group of friends, like group of teenagers that are horny as fuck, and they're gonna go out in the water, I guess.
Yeah, the kids I can't.
Actually, I do have that actually sets me up. I have a clip from today.
Tina screaming.
I sure do. Here we go.
Out with a blanket.
This dude who seems so bothered that a girl wants to have some cushion for when they have sex.
Hey, I can get a carpet for
Didn't they also point out that she's 17 or 16 or something, like at the beginning of the film?
Well,
This movie's oddly
here's your
pervy.
blanket.
Yeah.
What?
Pervy.
Oh yeah. It's 1978.
Still. I love that the shark just takes the boat. Mine.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a few bullet points. Like, there's one where all their boats are strung together and he's tied by something and just acting like a carousel.
Oh, yeah.
Swinging all around.
There was one bit that got me, that made me laugh in this film, actually. You just reminded me of that, Joel, is when all the boats are tied together and he just sticks his nose through the thing. And, like, you're just sitting there and all of a sudden it just goes, oh.
Peekaboo. But I love this is the only part of the reason I pulled this clip. It's the only sequence I actually somewhat enjoy, because I like that he's supposed to outrun the shark when it's swimming at him. Like, you're not going to outrun it when you're swimming away from it. You're swimming at it. You're but then I also like this: swim faster, swim faster. In a way, he does start swimming much faster.
Yeah,
it's just he's like a shark's mouth.
Come on!
There's so much screaming in this movie.
Jackie is ridiculous.
Oh, she's the worst.
Well, it's already hurry. It's already done.
Got him. All right, well now he's gonna swim much faster. Like way too fast. Here he comes. Let him go. He made it.
There's no blood on his feet. It's like,
Have you noticed that, like, everyone seems to struggle to get in boats into this film as well?
yeah.
In fairness, it's hard to get in boats.
It can be.
I
thought of a
guess.
canoe once, and trying to get back in that canoe took me way too long. So like,
Yeah, there's no place. There was no place for him to like grab footing on.
yeah, and she
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah,
directly
it's-
helping. She was just staring at him.
Yeah.
I suppose my only experience of getting into a boat has been, like, there's been a ladder there, so yeah. I suppose.
Yeah, just a wicked amount of upper body strength.
And we also don't know what percentage of his legs are left.
Well, you see one.
Well, that- in theory, that might make it
you see
easier.
kicking behind him.
I guess there's one.
I mean, if there's like Joel says though, if there's less leg, there's less weight to lift.
Yeah.
So it should
Pop
be
those
easier.
Stumps on up.
Although, can you imagine how much that would sting though? Like from the
Oh,
just
salt
the
water.
salt water. Yeah.
I
your
imagine
body
you'd
would
be
be in
more
so much
concerned
shock
with
at
the
that
missing leg
point.
than you would the salt water. Like, this is so painful. I wish it wasn't salt water.
Your body would be in so much shock you wouldn't even know.
Yeah, probably. I mean, I'm just looking through some of my notes and like, you can tell that I was really fed up with this film when I'm writing shit like scuba snacks. I don't even know what that's in reference to. Scuba snacks? Did
When
he
they
eat
go
some scuba?
when they go for lobster, and there's that.
Okay, so he ate a scuba diver.
Well, he wanted to, but he got away.
Hmm. And then a Scarface shark.
Yeah,
I do have big dumb shark facey squishy on the boat.
Yes. Yes, that damn.
I sent
thing
that.
looked
I sent the video to the
Yeah.
like that. That was another thing that made me laugh my ass off because it was
I
like,
do-
it's
I do
literally
have to
goes.
laugh at that.
There are those rubber hand puppet shark things.
Yeah.
You get places.
My
And-
favorite is
and-
that you can see the piston decompressing to let the jaw down.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. This
And
one
yeah,
did
like,
not
great
message it
is
less
the
sharp is
editing.
better.
The editing
I-
of that sequence, they could have done something really great with this, but it's almost like they used the test footage because it's such a grainy image as opposed to the other stuff. So it's like, well, we got it. We're fine.
What gets me is just like it's so obviously a rubber face that like there's no way they missed that in the edit.
I
No.
want to talk about the shark for a second because the shark looks so cartoony. It doesn't look menacing at all. Whereas the shark in the first one looked menacing, and this one it does not. Like when it comes up to bite the rope, the rope like hits the fin or hits his dorsal fin, and the fin goes back and forth as it vibrates. I'm like, it wouldn't do that.
Yeah, isn't like dorsal fin basically just pure muscle or
Yeah.
something? Yeah, it's like it's basically like bone at that point. Like the amount of muscle in, like it's not gonna bend and wobble and stuff. But then again, like its entire like upper jaw like compresses, and then someone should do a re-edit of this. Is every time it like the shark does something where it's like clearly the rubber thing just bends and everything, they just like overdub like or something like that over the thing. Like they'll make it a better film, I think. Just lean into the dumbness of it.
If the whole movie had been that opening sequence, not the opening, but with the water skier and the girl who's like, "Oh no, where'd the water skier go? I'm gonna douse myself in gasoline." Like,
Yeah, I was like, what is she doing? What? Why?
I loved that. That was. I'm like, I'm okay with this movie at that point. The rest of it is just so bad though. But like her, just like why?
Because they had to differentiate the shark from the first one, so they needed to give him a little, cool scar on his face.
Well, I mean, they tried.
That was a cool scene. I mean, the chase for this water skier was good. That was some good tension.
It was
I always
okay.
thought that was a better sequence.
If I hadn't just watched Jaws 1, I would agree with you. But
Yeah, I'm not going to grade this on a curve, but it did have the unenviable task of following up what is probably one of the best movies we've watched on my time at Binge Buddies. Like Jaws is great. The problem is that is a well-crafted film, and what I'm finding is that these are all sort of like products of their time. The
And
most
rushed
recent
together
film.
with massive production problems.
And who the hell chose all the music in this?
John Williams came back for part 2.
Shame on him.
He came out for a paycheck. Like, I'm sorry, he's phoning it in on that. Like,
he's got,
and I won't blame him, to be honest. I really wouldn't blame him.
He's got 2 great pieces of music in this, and that's about it. But otherwise, all like the harp strumming, I'm like, this is dumb. And the adventurous music is definitely too much. It's too playtime. But like, when Eddie is getting eaten, I think that's a great piece of music. And then, when the shark dies, essentially, I think that is good. But other than that, the soundtrack is definitely not one of John Williams' best.
Beyond just the individual pieces themselves, I'm also thinking in terms of tone of the film.
Yeah.
My God, a good half of this movie, you could have seen Jimmy Stewart running out and started singing, Buffalo Dallas, why don't you come out tonight? it's that level of old fashionedness, and I don't understand it. It's my wife watches this movie called Pollyanna a lot, which is an old film. Precocious girl, things happening in the South, whatever. But it has that kind of antiquated feeling. It feels dated in a way that doesn't feel like a timepiece. It just feels old-fashioned. But it's too separated from the horror tones of it.
Yes.
And
Pollyanna looks like a horror movie. What the fuck is this? Why is her face floating in the clouds?
That's a spoiler. Yeah, I can't tell you. It's spoiler the movie.
She dies.
It kind of makes sense what you're saying there as well, Joel, because like you're right, the music does date the film, which is ironic considering the music in the first Jaws film doesn't. Like, it doesn't feel dated and old. It feels like it could be a score that's written today. But this one just feels very, there's a lot of kind of like, this is just very old sounding, like old fashioned sounding.
Yeah, like there is a sort of tone and tenor to movies of that type that I learned in watching movies with Kelly. Just she that's her sort of home when it comes to movies she watches, and it feels of that time. But the problem is that the pacing's terrible. It's got the pacing of something like a lighthearted family movie when it should be something that is more moody, menacing, lurking. And even going back to the da 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 in this movie, there's a reason why it worked in the first movie, and it wasn't just because of the sound. It was because everything surrounding it, and then the subtlety of how they use it, and the slow crescendo as they're reaching towards that climax. And this and the next movie, it's just full theme song. Da 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 da. It doesn't really lead up to anything.
Like in the first film, like the da is a motif that's used when the shark is near, and that's what it is. Like they never do like they will always do these underwater shots in the first film, and then but when you hear the da, you're in the POV of the shark at that point. Whereas in this film, they'll just have the da just at any point, just random. Like 5 minutes has gone. Oh, we should put the theme in just to remind people that this is a Jaws film. Because
we haven't put a fucking shark in the movie.
I'm gonna say because there's no shark to remind you of that at this point.
A bunch of 16-year-old girls' butts. We keep showing that for some reason, but no sharks.
But yeah, no. It like when I was watching this, I was and all like the teens on the
sailboats.
The sailboats, yeah. Like what you said, Brian, about it's a Friday the 13th film. Like that's the first thing I sort of thought was like, we're just okay. So these are going to be the victims then.
Oh yeah, like, and that's what it feels like. But then most of them aren't victims. Most of them survive.
Yeah,
which is like you failed the assignment, man.
Also, can I just point out as well, like the Brody children, they seem to age very quickly. Like 3 years has gone between the film. They've aged like 10 years.
Well,
and then they age about 10 years again to the next film.
Shark Attack Studio.
It's been 3 years, and Michael goes from being like 8 or 9 to 18.
Yeah, exactly.
And Sean is like 3 or 4 to being like 8 or 9.
Yeah, they did not like. Did one of them do like that Ender's Game thing where they go out into space and they age differently? Like,
you guys are kind of swaying me. Like, the decisions weren't made right in this movie.
Yeah, it's really really dumb.
Wait, were you on the defense for this movie before?
I'm fine with it. Like, to me, this is a movie that I've grown up with. Because I'm a Jaws fan. Like, I watch these movies religiously. And in my lexicon, I enjoy all 4 movies. I really do.
Okay.
As much as I am going to say, the thing. And it very well could be the 4K, but we'll talk about that. I enjoy all 4. I really do. So, I'm watching them now to get a ranking because I've never ranked them.
Well,
So
I'm hoping for all of our sakes 2 isn't dead last because this one. So I want to get to the end of this thing. Like, there's more to talk about, but I really I'm not kidding. I don't like it, and I don't want to keep. I'm afraid that my enjoyment of it is going to go even lower. But the end of the movie is. The end of the movie has this whole thing of like they all go out in their sailboats, which the sailboats admittedly do look really fun. I've never been on one of those sailboats that doesn't have like the actual boat, but it's like the platform and like you just kind of have to lean with the boat. Like that looks like a good time.
It's just a giant sail essentially. Like and it does look. It looks like hell to control. Like you need a lot of training, I imagine.
For sure, but
once you actually know what you're doing, I bet it's a shitload of fun because you could you'll get so much speed up with them as well.
Oh yeah, it looks awesome. It kind of reminds me of like the thing that Kevin Costner has in Waterworld, but like much smaller.
Yeah, like a catamaran, because that's basically what they are. That's sort of like it's like a flat thing with like 2 skis on each side. So there's like a bit on the underneath, and then you if you lean, you can literally lift them off the ground.
Looks awesome. in the Sharky Shark movie. I don't need it, and just get to the fucking eating people, which eventually they do after that scene we watched with Tina. The shark attacks one or two of the boats, and fucking everyone loses their minds, like just completely lose, and they all just ram the shit out of each other. And then the rest of the movie takes place on this like hodgepodge, like tied together boat raft thing, and they're just hoping they don't drift out to open ocean. And that feels like an hour and a half to me. I understand now the movie is not 4.5 hours and it's under 2 hours, so it's probably more like 10 minutes, but it feels
It's 30
long.
minutes. It's
Oh my
30
God.
minutes.
There's there's no tension in it.
There's not.
There's
And-
no
and
tension in it. They tease the idea in some parts. There's that part where I think was it like what the smaller kid was
Sean.
it as son?
Yeah.
Okay. Where he's on a separate raft or boat or something like that that's been upside down, and they loop and pull it in. Nothing's
After
happening.
threatening to murder him like 100
Yeah.
times.
Yeah.
Over there, kick your ass.
But also, if I remember right, nothing happens between then and when they get him to the rest of the group.
Nope.
Nothing
guys know- I mean-
happens. It's like
and-
they're acting like there's tension there, but
Here's,
there's
I
nothing.
mean, the
drawing
woman-
tension in.
There was a woman who got eaten by the shark off of that upturned boat. So there's
Swallowed
something
whole,
like
mind
what?
you, no violence, just like
swallowed whole.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
you know, like a
Yeah.
snack.
Yeah.
It's like a
And
little
it
snack
works in
size.
3 when you have it like the shot from inside the mouth and you're seeing the mouth close like while you're in it. That worked.
Yeah.
This didn't.
Murder is
And,
okay
like-
if it's comfy.
What I really don't. One of the worst things about this movie is you get one line that tries to explain everything, and it's when they're looking at the whale, and Brody's like, "I know they're attracted to splashing and vibrations," and then she goes, "Sound."
Yep.
Unusual sounds, and then that's all this last half hour is. It's the guy pumping up the boat, it's the helicopter, it's the kids moving around. I'm like,
It's the
okay,
screaming.
yeah, no wonder why the shark
Screaming.
keeps coming back. Jackie can't shut her mouth.
He's like, shut up.
I gotta admit, the helicopter it was quite funny.
Oh, yeah,
Like-
helicopter.
It's
Like
ridiculous
that's
because
you're
the way it's
speaking my
going
language a little
down with
bit.
blades, the blade would have hit the shark.
Or when they're spraying the boat raft thing, one
Oh,
of the
the-
kids
the-
would have gotten hit. Like,
Yeah, the propellers are going. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like shrapnel.
Yeah.
But then like they do that thing very early in the movie where they're like dredging the bottom of the ocean trying to find a body, and they accidentally pull up the power cord, and the one cop's like, well, let's leave before we actually find something. Did you just say that? What the fuck? So it's like the very early foreshadow, like, no, there's power lines down there, and if they can get the power line, maybe they can get the shark to bite it, I guess. And that's how they kill the shark in this one.
It's so stupid.
He bites a power cord.
It's so dumb. Like Brody would have been toast as well because it's biting a power cord in water. I don't give a shit if he's on a rubber raft. There is
Yeah.
water all over said rubber raft as well.
Yep.
Electricity can arc a considerable fucking distance. Like it's not just you don't have to be touching the electrified thing, and the amount of like voltage that's going to be going through, voltage and ampage going through something that powers the entire town. I'm pretty sure all the kids, like even as far away as they are, they're all toast as well.
But they got
And then
the
on
shark.
top of that, they have no radio, they have no working boats, they're stuck on this thing, so they're just gonna starve to death as well because no one fucking knows they're there.
No one even knows there's a shark.
Yeah.
By this point, like no one even agrees that there's a shark.
Yeah,
This ending is just like the worst kind of final boss in a video game full of quick time events. You'd be sitting there in the boat, and it'd be like tap 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 X to lift the
Yeah.
rope, and then it'd be like hit X to dodge one time and twice,
Yeah.
and then
And your timing isn't like perfect, so you're gonna get
Yes.
eaten by the shark like 50 times. I'm like, God damn it, just come on, get it
you'd
right.
have to be like rotating the analog,
Yeah.
the toggle the entire time to hold it in place as well.
Oh, you tilted the bar just a little bit off. He got your arm this time. Try,
You the
fail
same
state, try
shitty
again.
animation of Brody going, ah.
No, they wouldn't even show it. It'd be so crappy that it would just be like the shark pushes the character animation past the
Oh,
screen.
you like the
and you
the
just hear it.
blood splatter on the screen.
And it
then-
just go red. The screen would go
Yes.
red, and then
There you
like
go.
black
Yeah,
text
you're
would go, mission failed.
So what bothers me is because I've noticed this because again, huge fan is when the shark comes up through the red boat.
It's a good joke.
Yeah.
It's just the way it's a huge fan.
Well,
Right.
I mean, we can't see him, so he has to say it out loud right
Right.
now.
I am wearing my Jaws shirt too.
I'm just picturing now with a very big fan behind him. Like I said, huge fan.
It's so Bob, who always rides with the mayor's son, apparently died in the original script, and they kept it in, and then they cut it out last minute. So there's a scene of
Who's Bob?
Bob is the guy that always wore the life vest.
Okay.
That was with the mayor's son always. Isn't she supposed to be riding with
Who's
us?
the mayor's son?
Okay.
Which is ironic, really, because my line from this film references that, but I still have no fucking idea
I don't
who
know
his
which one
son
it was.
is.
There's too many kids.
I mean, I know. I can tell you who they all are. But anyway, yeah, never mind. I'm lost my train of thought.
I'm sorry, Ryan.
Man, Ryan, I will give you the Halloween franchise. Like that one, I'm right there with you, dude. Like that was a very fun franchise, even the bad ones. Jaws, you got me for one, and maybe not. I might be sold on 3 and 4. 3 was way more fun than I remembered it, but so bad.
3 was fun because it was stupid. This one was just a. This one
It
was a
tries
drag.
to be serious.
It tries to be
it's more like a
serious,
TV movie.
but it's a drag. It's such a drag.
The one
In more ways than one. Like it's literally like it's a time drag because it just keeps going on and on and on. But also just the whole thing's just like, oh god, these people are just fucking stupid as well. Like they deserve to be eaten by sharks.
there's no one engaging. Like the girl whose name I keep forgetting that Ryan keeps knowing, the one who screams too much. Like
Jackie.
Jackie, like her whole point seems to be like she's dangerous. She's gonna get Mike to go do things that he's not supposed to do because she's attractive. And it's like, but what is she? Like she does nothing else. She just kind of goes, "Are you gonna go out? Oh, I thought you weren't allowed. I can do what I want." And like that's her whole character is just to be the temptress who screams too much. Like there's just everything is like it's like I said in the very top of this thing. Whole movie is filmed by committee. Like there's way too many cooks in this kitchen. And they all got what they wanted, which is good for them, bad for us.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I can't think of any film that's ever made by a committee that's ever any good because you just got too many voices just with like saying, "Oh, I want this and this and this," so you just end up with this weird mess of just incoherentness that just there is just no, there's no sort of like singular voice.
you need someone to corral the voices because like every movie's made by committee to some extent, but you need someone who can go like, "This is what we're going to take from the committee," and
And
that's where a strong director comes in, like and a passionate director. So like Spielberg did that in Jaws in the first one. Like he was the one that kind of like
he
managed
wanted
to get
more
that
shark,
film.
and the editor said no, and he listened to his editor. Like he listened to the right people. Like that's
When it's 1978, and you've got Joe Alves who worked on the original. And then you've got Carl Gietlob, who wrote the screenplay. So it's just like all these people think they know what they're doing because they were so successful with the first one. And then you have a director who left, and then you have a Frenchman who comes in.
and they almost got Spielberg back in between the two, and then he turned it down.
Spielberg's like, "Nope, I've done my time."
Yeah.
I mean, given how he talks about like how Jaws affected him, I'm not surprised he said no, to be honest, because he's talked about like feeling almost like PTSD from from making Jaws.
It was worth it. I mean,
It was worth it, yeah. Like that one was worth it. Like if he got PTSD from making Jaws 2, not worth it.
He's also just not great with sequels. Like how many has he only done? The Lost World? Is that it? The only sequel he
The
did?
Indiana Jones films.
Oh, yeah, Indiana Jones. I guess those are good. But those, I always just think of those as a collab between him and Lucas. So like, it's tough for me to say it's all Spielberg because there's so many strong voices in that one. But yes, you're right. All right, let's talk about the quotes and let's stop talking about the film because I don't like it. But I'm gonna go first because my quote is technically from the movie, but also more so from my wife watching the movie. I'm gonna have to. I told her I was gonna say the quote. She's like, "You need to explain what I meant by the quote," and I really didn't want to, but I promised her I would. So, it's in the very beginning, and the nerds are like looking at all the pretty girls, and like one guy's like, "Hey man, she's looking at you." He's like, "She's not looking at me." He's like, "Yeah, she was." He's like, "I'm thin. I wear glasses. I live in anime year round." And Chewie goes, "It's not that you're thin. It's not your glasses. It's your face." And I had to pause the movie. I was laughing so hard. She's like, "It's not that he's ugly. I'm not saying he's ugly. I'm saying that he has that look of like girl," and it's just like staring at her. Like he seems dangerous. Like you shouldn't spend time with him. Not that he's ugly. It's that he needs to be a more approachable person. That was the best part I had in this movie. Was talking to my wife about the movie. Definitely not watching the movie. All right, Matt, you're up.
It's just because it's just so stupid. It's the mayor on the beach. Wave to my son. What the fuck? It's the one line I was just like going, okay, that's going to be my quote, because what? Because they're in the middle of like a really serious conversation about a possible shark, and then he just goes, wave to my son.
Well, that's why Ryan knows who the son is, because they have to call it out at some point. That's like, oh, we got a note. Nobody knows who the son is. All right, let's go to point him out specifically.
It doesn't though. There's no close up. They just wave to this boat that's in the distance.
So bad. All right, Joel, you're up.
I want Fruit Loops. Eat Cheerios. You eat Cheerios. I want Fruit Loops. You eat Cheerios. I don't have anything memorable for quote-wise. That just struck me because it was one of the times recently where we watched one of these movies and went like, that's blatant product marketing.
Oh yeah, I know, right?
Like absolutely shameless.
That's some good stuff right there. All right, Ryan, do you have a legitimate quote as the one fan of the movie? Is that a no? Feels like a no.
I think he's off crying in a corner somewhere. They've been so mean about my
family. Oh, there he is.
film.
It's like without his
I was
camera,
on
he
mute.
has been gone. We wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, I really want to, but anyway, I'll go with one that I always.
You have to?
There's one that's really funny and for me, and then one that I like to quote.
Just do them both. Do them, at least you enjoyed the film.
Yeah.
Timmy and Doug are standing there, as you guys mentioned about, look at me. But anyway, he goes, "Who are you thinking about asking to dance next? Tina Wilcox, Ed's girlfriend? You're crazy. It doesn't hurt to ask. Sometimes the most beautiful girls are the loneliest." And Timmy looks at him and goes, "That's a crock of shit." And in the beginning, when the other one I like, just because I like Andy, because Andy is kind of like an asshole. He's the guy that said, "I'll come over there and kick your ass." But
okay.
Brody's sitting there getting punched and everything, and he's talking to the girl with the cousin. He goes, I don't really care for blind dates. And Andy comes up and goes, "Oh, they're okay if they got little white cups, little white canes and tin cups."
I remember that line.
That's the best dad joke ever.
That's a pretty good.
I actually wrote that down as well, but I was like, nah.
They're okay if they got little white canes and tin cups.
Is the idea that literally blind is the joke there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The joke.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm on Joel's camp for this one.
Hey, I'm not saying it's a good one. I'm just saying, like, I wrote it down.
I'm curious what our quote's gonna be for next week, because like I don't really have a lot. There's one that I'm like, okay, that's a good one, but that's it. It's not a very quotable movie, even though it's stupid fun. All right, so we've done enough that we can with Jaws 2. I kept us talking for twice the amount of time I said I was gonna be willing to, so we did okay.
We got a decent episode length out of it.
We got as much as I'm willing to give it.
I could go longer,
I'm sure you could,
but I could
so
also
could the
go
movie,
longer
another
on Jaws 3
15
too.
hours. Really don't like that movie. We're gonna have fun with number 3 next week. So be sure to tune in next week. I don't have any other plugs except for check out our driving thoughts. We now have a whole bunch of us doing them, and they've been a lot of fun. There's a lot more shorts than there are full videos, and people seem to be watching the shorts a lot more than the full videos. But if you want the full take, those are up on YouTube as well. That's all I got. Anybody else have anything to plug?
Yeah.
Such
I need to figure out how my camera works.
All right.
Is that like an anti plug? Don't buy a HP built-in computer monitor thing.
Correct.
I could have told you that. All right. Bye.